What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Gentry and Sons, and welcome back to another video. So, a little bit to go over before we get into it. Guys, we're still running the old Yeller shirt. It is one of my favorites. You can go on to gentryandsonstrucking.com and buy one right now. And so we're getting ready to ship them out. It was kind of like a pre-order thing. We started working with a new company. We're trying to get our own merch out there. Our own brand, I'll say that, because I'm really picky about my shirts. I'm really picky about all my merch, and I don't like merch that shrinks. I don't like merch that you can't work in. I want you to be able to use these shirts, wear them every day, and be proud of them. So I want to go over. So I'm going to try my best to put out a video every day and get everything caught back up. So right now we're about 3 or 4 videos behind. There has been a lot of stuff happening, a lot of amazing stuff. I never in my life seen this coming. So I'm super stoked to share it with you, but you gotta wait. I gotta get the videos caught up. Got some really big news, something I never thought would come to the channel, to the trucking company, to my family. I mean, it's mind-blowing. So I really do appreciate you being patient. Everybody's been super understanding about the videos kind of being slow right now, but we're trying to get everything set back up, trying to get organized, trying to get everything working like it's supposed to, and we're getting there. So I'll do my best to be putting these videos out every day, get them edited and uploaded, and while we work. Guys, I'm gonna let you get to the video, and I appreciate it. All right, good morning. So we drove through the night. We got back up here to SH Tube. Guys, we got some parts showing up. So the guys from back at home brought me an engine, which I don't know if we can save this. We're going to try it. We got this engine up here. There's the engine for the Coronado, and this was the engine for the Coronado, and it is toast. All right, guys, so what you're looking at here is the block for Rooster. So Bryce did get the pistons up here yesterday for the Detroit. This where the Detroit pistons are, right here?
Yeah, in that case.
I was just going to raise it a little.
You see them liners?
Yep.
See them standing up?
Yep.
You know why you stand liners up?
Why?
They're egg-shaped if you lay them down.
Oh, really?
Yes. You always keep your liner standing up.
Well, that's a good thing to learn.
Do not lay liners down.
I did not know that.
They will egg-shaped.
So we got Jesse over here cleaning up. Appreciate you making my truck look good. He stuck his foot in his mouth yesterday and offered this thing to me. We ain't gonna let him hear this thing before he decides if he's selling it or not, are we?
No. No.
But so we went through this thing, guys. It is a new motor. Man, did you see that parts list? The paperwork on it? It does look good. He can say he's got paperwork on his build. Good paperwork.
Got paperwork.
So, this is the motor out of that truck. We're gonna send it to the machine shop. We're gonna have it completely decked, completely rebuilt, and probably put some dimpled pistons in it. Got the front cover off. I ain't used to that heat. I'm gonna have to take my jacket off. How's it coming over here? You gonna paint all that?
No. Hell, I would have to take everything off this frame if I wanted to do that.
That's my problem. I got OCD so bad. That's what happened to Rooster. Don't listen to me. Do not listen to me. Try Rooster's in the situation he's in. All right, Rob's getting all this stuff put up back on. So we're gonna do a lot of special work to this motor, but Rooster is coming back. How much weight have you cut out of this thing?
A little. Ain't done yet. They didn't fit the lock nuts on this spring hanger when they put it back.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No, it's probably something it needs.
Yeah. That bolt didn't even go all the way through.
One's over next to you.
Yeah. It's about a quarter of the nut.
Really? Dang. You check the front? Didn't you just do the front box too?
Yeah. Yeah, I done the front box, the whole gear, the whole spring,
We'll-
everything but the spring.
We'll double check it.
We done had it tightened up the top. He says, that loose for a reason? I said, I guess one of your guys loosened it. He said, for what? I said, well, maybe they didn't tighten it back up where they put it on. That would be at the Freightliner dealership because they're the one that done the alignment. They had to drop it and switch the blocks because my box was turned.
My gosh, if he sees this right here, he's gonna rewire his whole front end.
No, we're gonna.
Get time for all that.
Well, it just needs some. It's tight, and it needs some of that wrap on. Is all it really knows. Wires look good.
No, I'm putting my
Oh yeah, you're gonna put the.
watermelon light up there.
That chiropractor got you jumping around like a spider monkey.
That's right, too. Every now and then.
That's why I gotta go to him at jumping.
Hey, I ain't been in mine since I've been up here all week, and I'm feeling it.
Let's see if my well can hold. My well.
We gonna find out.
It don't hold with this and it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it is.
I got it, dude.
Well, I tell you, it comes down a lot easier and it goes up. I'm gonna feel that.
Just watch the car wall back there.
Come on down a little bit.
See if he'd have shook my hand last night when we was talking about it. See?
I didn't put.
He was back and forth. You know, he wasn't real sure what he was gonna do.
As much as I'd love to have it, you can sell it for more than what you offered me for. There ain't no doubt about that. All right, guys, we got back from lunch. And as you can see, we got the crank out of it. This baby is ready to go to the machine shop. So we got Jesse's motor in. We got Rooster's motor tore apart. So this is the motor that's out of his truck. We're going to use this block. Maybe. So we're up against it right now. We're trying to decide how fast do we want to get Rooster done. So we really wanted to put a set of dimpled pistons in this motor and see how they do with it. But at the same time, we can buy a whole complete engine ready to go. Just slap it in the truck. That's a lot of money up front. This is a lot of money up front. You still got to wait and build it. So besides the dimpled piston, so that is what we really want. We're after fuel mileage. We know that motor's good. We know it'll last a long time. We know what kind of fuel mileage it's going to get. But can we get fuel mileage? Can we turn that motor into something that, you know, can pass emissions, be a tier 4 motor? So that's where we're at with it. What do you think I should do, guys? Let me know in the comments. You guys are part of this team, and I really value what you guys think about what we should do with it. Golly bump, just look at that. Is that not just sexy? This truck don't fit us. It really don't. It is, truck's way too much truck for our company, but daggone it, it is sexy, and I love it, and who cares? So it's almost the end of the day today here. They quit 5, 6 o'clock. Well, they go pretty much whenever, but I think today being Friday, they're going to cut off a little early. So I'm going to clear me out a spot in the shop. Instead of going to the motel or sleeping in the camper, I'm going to stay here and work on the motor a little while tonight. And the head, so I don't know if you guys remember in the video where I'd ordered that awesome brand new head for the Detroit. Well, here it is. This thing was wrapped in plastic. It was brand spanking new, and it is no longer in that condition anymore. So we got to pull this thing apart, get it cleaned up, see if we can salvage it, see if we can save it. I know I'm going to have to change the springs and well, we're going to change a lot of stuff on it. That's all there is to it. All that stuff's going to have to be changed. Holy crap, that thing got hot. So we're going to try to salvage this motor, though. We're going to try to salvage this Detroit and see if we can save it. So that's where we're at with it, guys. I'll go in here and show you guys the progress we got on the Cat. And I've got to go back home for the weekend to see the kids and the wife. I really miss them. It's hard being gone for a week. It really is. I miss my family. But right now, this is our best situation. Oh yeah, so we got a lot of wiring out of this thing. You can see right here. This is all stuff that's unnecessary. It don't need all this crap. It's way overwired from the factory. So we're getting rid of all that stuff. Cleaning all this wiring up, separating what needs to be separated.
Eliminate a whole lot of it.
Yep, eliminating a lot of it. See, like this right here, this thing shorts out and burns the wire. You're not only burning this wire, it was all tied in with all this other stuff. It ain't no longer tied in with it now. See, it's its own deal. So the engine harness is on, computer harness is on. We're getting ready. This runs over to the alternator. That was all tied in with it. And that right there would get, see this thing right here? Let me run over to the other side and show this to you. So, see now this is all nice and pretty. It's got a new loom. Runs over to the alternator, or the air conditioner and the alternator. And it's no longer tied into that hot wire. So in case it ever shorts out, you're not going to lose the whole harness. Yeah. Hold on, it switches. You know how it is.
Evidently the battery must be down.
No, it's a switch. Alright, let's load this baby up. Well, guys, we got the Detroit unloaded. Oh, I can't wait to see them pretty dimpled pistons in this thing. See what it looks like. Oh, hopefully it don't look like that anytime soon. So this is the original engine out of the Coronado, though. I'm going to try to rebuild it instead of, I mean, it's the original block. Everything bolts up to it. I know what the block is. I think this will be the first rebuild on this block. I had 1 million miles on it. Like 1.1, 1.2. A little over 1 million. So we'll probably do the bull gear and then do the pistons and all that stuff. But we're starting to get some things figured out here. I got all Weston's wiring and hoses and everything here. So we're gonna start putting all his stuff in. Set the motor in this bad boy, transmission. So things are starting to come along pretty good. The hits from this stupid fire just keep hitting. Dang, I thought I was in such a good mood too. So this is the motor that was just built for the Coronado. That's one of the ones that burned up in the fire. So what we done is we pulled the block out of the Coronado because I thought, well, we got a good D-Deck 4 block. It is a glider, so when they build it, if you look right here, this motor has no oilers, and you can see right there, those are bolt-in pistons. So this is a D-Deck 2 block. It just had a D-Deck 4 ECM and wiring harness and all that stuff on it. And we can't use this block. Well,
we need to regroup, figure out what we're gonna do.
yeah. Hits just keep a hitting, don't they?
Yeah.
Zach on it.
Usually when you're down, it keeps you the hardest.
It does. Man, I would have never, ever, ever thought 16 model truck would have had a D-Deck 2 motor.
I pulled the head out of it, man.
Yep. I didn't even think nothing about it, honestly.
A lot of people don't. I got in that argument with a guy the other day. He said, "Oh no, D-Deck 3 and 4s had 2 bolts." I said, "No, they had 3 in the cam gear."
Yep, they did. This one's got 2.
This here got the foot log in it.
Yeah.
D-Deck 2 or 3 and 4s has got a different style gas.
Yep.
That's where we at. We can build it, but it's just a D-Deck 2.
Yep. We'd have to get some bolt-in pistons or change the rods. I don't really want to build a D-Deck 2 block. It really ain't. Now them look.
Oh, sir, and that's the bottom of rod cap. What do you think?
Hey, I got this thing had 1.2 million on it.
1.2.
1.2. What's that?
Yo.
Fold it. Oh yeah. There you go. Well, we have we've decided we're going to regroup on this thing. We're not going to rebuild this motor. It just ain't worth building for what we need it to do. So, everybody's ready to go home, and I got to drive to Tennessee. Hopefully Monday we'll get to see this thing fire up and make some pretty noises. That's nice. You ain't got to run the rack on it or nothing.
That don't bother me either way.
That wiring looks 10 times better already. It's crazy how much you can take out.
I have to come. Okay.
You know what?
Huh?
It's crazy how much you can actually take out of it. And I just bought that big old wiring harness for my Peterbilts.
You need it. We'll thin it down though before we put
Make
it
it
in.
look good and
Yeah.
do the same thing.
Well, actually, I'll do a little more. I didn't take all his out there. There's a lot of that dirt can come on out.
There ain't much left. That's awesome. Probably run a lot better. Alternator do a lot better.
We hope.
I think she'll be all right.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Well, boys, it's our time to go home. The week's over. We got the motor in. We did as much as we could do to it until Monday. The radiator will be back in Monday. So I'm going to go home and help the guys at the shop make sure they're set up for next week. And I've got to get another truck up here. So I don't know if we're bringing Rooster, whether bringing Rooster or the Coronado up. I've got to figure out a motor situation because we are sort of in a bad spot with that motor. We can't rebuild that 1270. It's not going to last. It's not going to do what I need it to do. That truck, what I'm planning on doing with it, I can't run that engine. And I really want to run the dimpled piston. So we're not going to use that block. We're going to get with Fitzgerald, see what they got. And then we may even use one we got at the shop. So I'm going to go home and get that situation figured out and then come back up Monday. Hopefully we can get the radiator in that truck, get it running. And I'll just bring the RGN back up loaded. So let's get going. I got this thing fired up, letting her get warmed up. I'm pretty tickled with this orange truck. It does run good. Tell you what, you're good people. Letting this boy stay up here, helping him put his motor in. Daggone. Have a shower. Where are you gonna sleep, in the truck tonight, or? There's an RV over there. It's a little cold in there. We need to get that thing cleaned up and get it set up where start staying at it while I'm up here. Oh baby. So that block right there might be okay. It's just been hot in the fire, so we might pull it apart and see how it works out. But guys, I'm trying to, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm trying to do things faster. You know, this having trucks tore down all the time just ain't working. If they ain't out making money, it just ain't working. We got out of there, let me tell you, that was pretty tight coming out of there. Wasn't too bad though. These mirrors, it's hard to see around them big 8-inch pipes. 8, 10-inch, I don't know what size they are. They're pretty good size pipes though. But the truck being so big, they look pretty good on it though. So we're gonna go home, spend some time with the family, load this RGN back up, and figure out which truck we're gonna bring back up to work on next week. So it's nice to be able to have friends that'll help you. I gotta say guys, SH Tube is a really good company and really good people to be doing this kind of help for us. And even to help Jesse like that was pretty amazing. So I'm pretty excited to have friends like that. Alright guys, I don't know why, but I've got something beeping on this thing. It's only at certain times, I don't know what it is. We're hitting Jellicoe. Let's see what she'll do. She's gonna climb it. It's like 35, 40 pounds of boost. Right there's the boost gauge. So guys, this trailer is empty right now, but it's really heavy. It's a big triple axle Specialized XL. 75, no problem, 18th gear. Just walk right up it. This is a Lawrence tune. I'm barely in the throttle. Come on, baby, let's get to the top of the mountain. Spill my coffee. Repave this mountain bad. Oh, we got one on the shoulder. That's why I'm nervous about buying a new truck, right there. Once I get it, all trucks break down. They ain't all perfect. See, I've been seeing a lot of that lately, like that right there. I'd say if I change the fuel filters on this one, it'd probably climb even better. You can see when I'm under boost, see that's probably 20, 30 pounds of boost right there. It usually holds like, I don't know, 60 pounds. It probably will once I get up here and let out of it. Hoping it ain't hurt. I'm not losing fuel because of my fuel tanks. So it's got 400-gallon fuel tanks, and I just stopped to check them. The back two is almost full, the front one's almost empty. So I turned the back ones on to fill the front ones up. I still ain't figured out these fuel tanks. It's weird. Made it to the top. Let's see if the fuel pressure goes up too. Yeah, see, it's coming back up now. But it usually holds like 60 going down the road. I don't know why it's doing that. It's weird. Hopefully we don't run out of fuel. Man, oh man, we made it back to Sweetwater. I gotta say, this old truck just keeps surprising me, that's for sure. It is definitely just keeps surprising me. I hope I got something to drive at the shop. Or at the old shop, I guess you'd say. surprises me. I hope you guys have enjoyed the last few videos. It's nice to be out on the road, driving a little bit, and being on the road some. Bars hopping tonight. Guys, the more I drive down this road, the more I would love a different location. The bigger the trucks get, it seems like the smaller the road gets. Good job, Sherbert. You're a good girl. All right, we made it home. Let's see what they got going on down here. So they literally been without me for like 4 days. Looks like the parking lot's organized. RGN's back parked right there. Cab over's in with a load of boats. So that thing went all the way out to Wyoming and Idaho. And it did freeze up one time, but it just come in, got a new air compressor and all that good stuff. And I think it's getting ready to go back out. Looks like it's hooked to that trailer we just redone. So, man, them boats are getting big. They're really, really getting big. But that's that. We made it back. Looks like we got 3 empty trailers back in, so that means the guys have been working. Man, tell you what, I'm pretty proud of the team this week. Guys, this is the dream. At the end of the day, I know with all the bad stuff that's happened lately, you know, a lot of people would see that as, you know, I've seen a lot of people say, man, it's just amazing that you guys are surviving and overcoming all this stuff. Guys, we've worked our butts off to get where we're at, to pay for these trucks, the whole 9 yards. And I really feel like it's God's way of pushing us to the next level. And that's where we're headed. But guys, I love y'all, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of the Gentry & Sons team. And we'll see you on the next one.